Hi, everybody. I am Trey, one of your average film enjoyers, and I am here to tell you that you can win over $500 worth of movie stuff. So, if you're listening to this podcast, you're a huge movie fan. Obviously, you wouldn't be listening if you didn't love film like me and Jagger. And so me and Jagger, along with three other content creators on TikTok, Film Gunch, who we've had on here, Wes, who we've had on here a couple times, and then one of our good friends, Real Takes, we are all joined together doing a giveaway currently. And how you join this giveaway is you go to each of our pages. We all have the giveaway video pinned, and you'll go on to that video. You'll give us all a follow. We each account is tagged in every video, and then comment down below. Tag 5 of your friends, and if you tag 5 different friends in all 5 different videos, then you can get up to 30 entries. 30 entries. You can get up to 30 entries. So, but you're like, Trey, well, you're telling me about this, but I don't even know what I can win. Well, I'll tell you what you can win. Real Takes is donating a 4K Harry Potter collection, Blu-ray James Bond collection, I believe a 4K collection of the Planet of the Apes films, and the first 3 John Wick movies in 4K. I'm donating 3 criterions of your choice, so whoever wins get to choose 3 criterions, and we'll mail those to you. Jagger, my co-host, is donating a bunch of international DVDs. Gunch is donating Don Hertzfeld and I can't remember the other guy's name. Well, the animated show. It's a very limited edition animated sketch comedy show. He has a bunch of steelbooks of all 3 seasons, so he's donating those. And then the biggest one, Wes, is donating a region-free Blu-ray player. So, if any of those items interest you, again, go to any of our TikTok pages. Go to me and Jagger's TikTok page, Trey the Film Noob, Jagger Film Reviews. We have the videos pinned on top of our pages, so go check them out. Follow the instructions. The giveaway ends when we are all 5 of us at 1,000 followers, and me and Jagger are the only ones that haven't hit 1,000 followers yet. So please help us get us there so we can give away all this movie merchandise. Now, let's get to the podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Average Film Enjoyer. I am one of your average film enjoyers, Trey. Unfortunately, Jagger is not able to join me today, so we have a special guest on for the second time, my dad. Dad, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. So today on this edition of our Hooptober series, we are discussing the horror classic John Carpenter's The Thing. So Dad, you just watched this for the first time recently. You want to give your opening thoughts? Like, what do you think of when you think of The Thing?
Well, when I thought of The Thing before I saw The Thing, I thought that it looked lame and old and uninteresting. And I had a lot of thoughts that I was judging the book by its cover, really. And I thought that I didn't actually know it was a horror movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the intimacy of all the violence, and really all the character development and the story. Yeah, I had judged this movie a lot, because I think it just occupied the same space in my head as something like The Toxic Avenger or like a cheesy horror movie. I didn't understand how deep this movie actually was.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched it for the first time as well, and I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was outstanding. The use of practical effects in this film are unbelievable. Some of the practical effects in here look absolutely disgusting,
Mm-hmm.
which I love, and they look really cool too. Um, and you get some great acting. Kurt Russell is outstanding. Keith David is great. Um, and some really tense scenes as well, especially that scene at the end where Kurt Russell is testing all the blood samples with the hot wire. I have never been more stressed during a scene than during that. The way that was directed and done was so well done. And I'm wondering from you, what are some parts about the movie that you loved? What are some scenes that you enjoyed?
Well, as somebody who, I don't know, my mind drifts sometimes in movies. I was pretty engaged, but also he did like an interesting thing with all of the violence. It happens, the violence happens so quick, and there's usually like a musical sting that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that grossed me out the most, spoiler alert, was when they get the paddles to revive that guy on the table. And
Yeah.
as soon as he goes down to do the paddles, it just like his chest gives way, and
Yeah.
then the doctor's arms are like bit off. And I saw it, and I was like, oh. And then I had to immediately rewind it
Yeah.
to see it again, just to really understand exactly how fast it happened, but also what the effects look like. Because that's kind of the cool thing about watching older movies, like you said, with the practical effects. The things that they had to do to convey horror
Mm-hmm.
is just a lot more. I would say it's a lot more skillful than just using CGI or some sort of gross out stuff. Um, yeah, like there's a lot of effects in this movie that turned my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree. Which is something you don't see from a lot of older or from a lot of movies that use practical effects. It's a lot of the time it looks a little bit goofier and sillier. But this one they looked really good. Um, And I mean that I just want to talk about real quick before we finish up how there so as a, like what goes along with a lot of John Carpenter movies, such as like Halloween, Escape from New York, They Live, and The Thing. Like these movies weren't responded like the critical response wasn't super high, and a lot of people didn't enjoy these when these films first came out, but now they're widely regarded as like cult classics, and I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts about that.
Um, no, not really,
Yeah,
but it did like on that same. Um, so watching it now compared to then, okay. So like now, there's a section in the middle of the movie where you're not sure if Kurt Russell could be the thing.
yeah,
And for me now, today, watching it, I never thought he was the thing
mm-hmm,
because it's Kurt Russell. You can't make Kurt Russell. You can't make Kurt Russell, the bad guy in that spot.
yeah,
But if I was watching this movie in the movie theater in 1981 or whatever the year it came out, w- would I think that Kurt Russell is the bad guy? Because I don't think he's like Kurt Russell the way I know Kurt Russell now.
yeah,
And so that's like on the table. So it is interesting though, like how you can have a different experience depending on the era in which you watch it. And what's really freaky about this movie is Wilford Brimley without any facial hair. I mean, that's probably like the second or third scariest part of this entire movie. Is
yeah,
the diabetes guy without a giant mustache.
yeah. Yeah, well, that's our review of The Thing. Dad, thank you for coming on. You
got it.
Yeah. Tomorrow we will be reviewing, I believe, Evil Dead 2, so everybody, you can be looking forward to that. If you want to follow me on my socials, I'm Trey the Film Noob basically everywhere. Like this video, comment down below your thoughts on The Thing. You can stream it on Peacock if you want to go watch it. And subscribe to our channel. And we hope you have a spooky rest of your day.